My Teacher's Secret Life, written by Stephen Krinsky and illustrated by Joanne Adinolfi. I used to read this book to my girls when they were little. I know everything about my new teacher, Mrs. Quirk. Her first name is Isabel. She bites her lip when she's thinking hard, and she has eyes in the back of her head in case we try anything funny. Once a week, Mrs. Quirk takes us to Miss Painter's room. It's the only place in the school where we can make a mess on purpose. When Mrs. Quirk comes back, she doesn't always recognize us. So they went to the art room, and it looks like they were working on making some masks. Every day at 3 o'clock, Mrs. Quirk says goodbye to us. She doesn't have to leave, though, because she lives at school with all the other teachers. Thumbs up if you think your teachers live at school, and thumbs down if you think we don't. I can imagine what happens after we're gone. First, Mr. Crumple, the custodian, leads a trash patrol through the halls. Litter, he says, is no one's friend. So the custodian is collecting all the trash in the school, and the teachers are helping. Then the gym teacher, Miss Whistle, makes everyone do exercises. Mrs. Quirk stands in the back because she has trouble touching her toes. So here's all the teachers doing their exercises. All that running around makes the teachers hungry. The cafeteria staff cooks their meals, putting together stuff from lunchtime leftovers. Potato puff soup and macaroni bread show up a lot. While the teachers eat, Mr. Stern, the principal, watches closely to make sure everyone behaves. I think I might enjoy potato puff soup, but I'm not sure about macaroni bread. After dinner, the librarian, Mr. Peruse, reads the stories aloud. Miss Painter covers her eyes during the scary parts. Nothing frightens Mrs. Quirk, but she makes faces if the story is too mushy. So the librarian is reading a bedtime story to all the teachers. Later, the teachers return to their rooms. They all keep pajamas and an inflatable mattress in their bottom left desk drawer, the one that locks with a key. Sometimes the teachers have pillow fights in the hall. Mrs. Quirk swings her pillow like a baseball bat. The flying feathers usually make her sneeze. At bedtime, Mrs. Quirk washes her face, she brushes her teeth, and she sings a lullaby to our class fish. Sometimes she makes shadow animals in the moonlight before she falls asleep. So here's Mrs. Quirk getting all ready for bed, and here she is sleeping in the classroom. Lately, though, I've been wondering if I know Mrs. Quirk so well after all. One Saturday, I saw her in the supermarket filling up her cart. I wondered what she was doing. There's always plenty of food in the cafeteria. Why was that teacher in the grocery store? Then, last Tuesday, I saw Mrs. Quirk again. She was trying on skates at the mall, and she did not look like a teacher one bit. I don't know what she did with the skates. She never wears them in our class or at recess. Maybe she races down the hall at nighttime. Yesterday was my biggest surprise yet. I saw Mrs. Quirk in the park with a strange man and a girl. The girl looked like Mrs. Quirk, only younger. The strange man even put his arm around Mrs. Quirk, and she did not seem to mind. I wonder what's going on. I've been watching Mrs. Quirk extra carefully ever since. See? He's watching. In class, she acts just the same. She still knows who pushed who first and who tracked in all the mud from the playground, and she still bites her lip when she's thinking. Mrs. Quirk must figure she has everyone fooled, but not me. I know Mrs. Quirk has a secret life. I just wonder when the other teachers will get suspicious. So thumbs up if you think the teachers live at school, and thumbs down if you think we don't.